Hey everyone, my name is Aquaman the Bold, and this will be my very first video. I'm very excited. Before we get going here, I picked this video as my first for a reason. It sort of represents the way I feel about the AD carry and its position. And before we do that, I'd like to talk a bit about who I am as a League player. I almost entirely play AD carry. It's just something I really like to do. And I kind of fell into the position after a couple of friends of mine started a team, and I thought this was the right spot for me. I always like to be the sort of the ranged damage dealer. Just bear with me while I figure out what's going on. So if you can't lock that, perfect. So a very typical start. Going to try bush, waiting on possible invade. This will be my first time watching it through the spectator mode, so at the time I played, obviously I couldn't see that Tarek and Quinn are heading straight into lane and not even defending, which I think is a little weird. But we talk about the matchup real quick. I got to pick Caitlyn last. Quinn came after me, but I did see that there was a Tarek, and I figured Tarek's range stun is a little scary, so my support had just picked up Zyra and wanted to just give it a try. Zyra was an interesting pick for us. We normally go the Thresh or Leona lanes. My three main carries are Draven, Ezreal, and Vayne, who is my current favorite at the moment as of the 4.5 patch. I've been playing attack speed Vayne almost exclusively, but as the games have moved on, I've been switching back and forth between traditional AD carry, Bloodthirster, i.e. Phantom Dancer, etc. To attack speed. So right now you can see the way we're spread out is pretty typical jungle defense. Maybe with the exception of Kha'Zix, who could be out in the blue side. I see the minions are coming to lane. There's no problem. Haven't seen anyone. I'm ready to head out. One of the things I think is unique about the way that I play is I'm a very positive AD carry, and what I mean by that is if I get behind, I don't like to, beat up on my team. I like to make sure that we stay in the game and we're ready to go. So, right there I just missed a CS, which was a very easy CS. There's almost no reason I should get there. It's uncontested. There's nothing wrong. And, I missed it. So, I'm saying to my support right now, okay, hey, we've got range. We're ready to go. Let's poke. Let's establish lane dominance and make sure that we're ready to go because Quinn is very, very short and she excels in short-range trades once she has her EQ. As Caitlyn right here, I'm thinking, okay, I've got safety, I've got range, I can stay out of Tarek's pokes, but I need to make sure this Quinn is unable to do what she does best, which is her EQ trades with her passive marker. So, I'm pushing the lane, I got that level 2 first, so I see that. I've got my E and I've got my Q, got an escape and the Q poke. So now my support's off warding Dragon, which is, just fine. It's a little early, but I like the deep river wards. And you can see, I'm definitely getting free damage. I'm poking Quinn, I'm poking Tarek, I'm poking Quinn, I'm poking Tarek. And I am keeping them down while trying to make sure my CS is flawless. Normally I CS a lot better than this. I think it's one of my strengths. But honestly, in this game, I was sort of just getting used to the idea of Tarek Zyra, and you can see right there I missed a cannon minion. I'm cursing at myself in game. But you're looking at Quinn. You see Quinn's health is so minimally low that she's forced to stand under that tower and take the Tarek heals, and she's forced to basically, oh, we're even with the first bullet. That was very comforting in game. She's forced to basically stay there and burn whatever spell she has to get that CS. And though she's 3 CS ahead of me, I mean, you can see the way this lane is going. It's just entirely in our favor. So, Tarek has 3 CS, Zyra has none. I think those are because, he really had to, or... Oh, he's got Relic Shield, so... at this point, I kind of should have backed off and just let my support take the hits, but... One of the things I really struggle with is knowing when to just let my support have the damage that he deserves. And I hate to say it that way, but, sometimes people make mistakes or they get outplayed or, just bad positions. It's something that happens in the course of the game. And I think my support just got chunked there and there's nothing I really could have done. But instead, I blew a bunch of mana and I ate a bunch of hits, which, isn't a big deal for me because as an AD carry, I enjoy sustain. I think it's one of the most OP game mechanics, I guess you could say. So I run full lifesteal Quints, which I know is not something that most people do, but it's something that I consider to be OP. So we've seen Quinn has gone back, and this is kind of a very big tide turner here. Now I see that, and I want to force as much CS into the tower as possible. You see I'm even in CS with Quinn, and I just basically want to make sure that Quinn is stuck with, you know, whatever waves I can force the tower. She's got no farm. But really what that means is Quinn has gone back, and she has lane advantage. You can see she's got a dagger and boots, which, you know, it's not much, but it definitely is an advantage. She's got a fresh potion, so at this point I'm saying to my support, hey look, Quinn's got a lane advantage, let's just keep poking, establish our lane dominance, but I get caught, I get Taric stunned. My support sees that, he tries to peel for me, it's great. I see a trap, and here, honestly, I was poking, but like I said earlier, Quinn's strength comes from that trade, the quick EQ trade. Now I'm blind, I've got nothing, I've got to back off, and the passive mark goes on me again. So as soon as this right here happens, I should have just backed because my support was so low. He burned all of his summoners, but instead I'm greedy. I want that kill. I'm seeing Quinn. Look how easy Quinn is. That's an easy kill. He's got so low. I burn my heal. I Q. The barrier's up. I move to the bushes because I want the passive to proc, the Caitlyn passive. And instead of getting a kill, I burn my flash and my heal, and Quinn gets a double kill. So at this point in the game, I'm very far behind, which is, you know, I can't even tell you right here. Quinn's got 2 kills. I might have more gold right here. You see the 1,000 to her 920 or whatever. But now I'm out of lane. Quinn's shoving me back up. Her CS is above mine, and she's got 2 kills, which is, you know, it's not good. So I think I'm standing here. I'm waiting to decide. Basically, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, you know, I definitely got outplayed. Huge mistake. Kha'Zix is going down to the bottom to clean up, but you know, the 2 of them were able to make it out of there alive. And I'm just thinking, okay, what's the change in mentality? What am I going to do differently? At this point, I can see that Quinn has bought a Zeal. When I get back to lane, I notice that Quinn's bought a Zeal, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't understand. You know, I see the Zeal is a great item. It's got movement speed, attack speed, crit chance. You know, it's good. But I don't understand is, you know, I picked up a pickaxe, and Quinn should not be able to outpoke me, outlane me, outtrade me. Nothing. The item stats are, you know, it's very good, but it doesn't synergize well with a lack of AD. So I'm saying to myself, okay, you know what? This is okay. Not a problem. Let me just pick up this CS. Let me get myself back into lane. Not a big deal. But honestly, the previous mistake that I made where, you know, my support got chunked and I should have just, you know, let it out. Don't forget, I've got no heal, I've got no flash. Just things are not looking good for me in terms of summer spells. I take this right here, she gets stunned again, I'm standing in there. I'm close. Why? I'm a Caitlyn, why am I so close? This should not be how this is played. You know, I see the Quinn is chunking her, I'm trying to get some autos off. I get marked with Quinn's passive, she hits me once, she's about to dive in with her E. She E's, I'm slowed, she passes me again, I get Taric stunned, I'm under tower, I die again. And this is something that I really regret, you know, playing in post-game. I'm trying to learn from those mistakes. I'm trying to get better, and I see this. Now, think about my mentality. I am 0-4 in lane, you know, obviously not all my deaths, to this Quinn. This Quinn is 4-0. She's got 4 kills, which is ridiculous at the 8-minute mark. And I didn't mention before, but this is a ranked game, so, you know, obviously I'm thinking to myself, okay, obviously I'm down 10, 11 CS, I'm down 4 kills, what can we do? I tell my support, we gotta play passive. We're playing passive, we're building to the late game. This Queen is gonna be greedy, she's gonna be, you know, overzealous, not to use the, you know, bad pun with the Zeal. But I'm saying, you know what, this Queen has bought a Zeal. She is not either not experienced or she doesn't understand the advantage she has, and that's fine. You know, that's going to play into our eventual late game strategy. But right now you see me, I'm holding, I'm standing, I'm just CSing, and I'm waiting, and I do not want to leave the tower. I'm telling my support, don't leave the tower. We got to stay safe. Like, we're level 5, they're level 6, and they've got huge advantages on us. We're not pushing. And this is something that I picked up as I was playing, obviously. Currently I'm ranked Silver 2. I'll be climbing to Silver 1 pretty soon. I know that's not, you know, exactly high, but I've been playing about a year, and I only started ranked, I'd say, a month ago, maybe less. So, you know, Quinn's back in lane now, and I see that she's got a huge advantage. She's got the Avarice Blade, she's got Zeal, she's got a huge crit chance, she's got, you know, she's got a lot of surprising damage that it's very bursty, you wouldn't expect it. So, you know, I tried to get that cannon minion, but it had already died. I'm poking, I'm trading, and because she bought the Zeal on the Avarice Blade, unless she crits, my trades are actually doing more than hers. The pickaxe is always a rough item to pick up early because, you know, that basically says, okay, I'm sorry, I can't get you, Bloodthirster. And I sort of got outplayed there because Quinn's dash would not get cancelled by my slow and E. She actually got pulled further to me, so The other team is pinging danger because they think that LeBlanc had gone down, which perhaps maybe saved my life there, because LeBlanc had actually shopped. So it's just something that happens. This is actually duo queue, so I've got this mentality going in that my team is my team. There's nothing I can do to control them. I am me. I can control me. And you'll see my team is actually doing well. Like, this is something that I've almost never come across in solo queue, as I'm sure you guys can imagine. Solo queue is survival of the fittest, and right now I'm saying to my support, we got to stay alive. We have to stay under tower. Just no matter what. Obviously, we could have maybe dove with an exhaust or a trap or a Q or even an ultimate or something. But I'm low mana. I'm low health. I'm just trying to CS, and you'll notice, like, even though I'm getting stomped down the lane 4-0, I'm keeping the CS lead to, I would hate to say, a huge minimum. Now that LeBlanc's going in, the only thing I have to say about this is I'm low HP, but I'm contributing in every way I can. I've got 350 health. I ult, I Q, I do whatever I can. I just make sure I help out my teammates. That's something that I think a lot of AD carries kind of forget, is that even if you are 1 health and you are on the run and the other AD carries on a rampage and whatever, as long as your team is there and they're doing their part to keep you safe, you are still a dangerous weapon. So that's one of the reasons why I really like the Zyra lane. Other than the fact that she's just a kill monster. She kills all kinds of champions, and that's not a big deal. That's one of the reasons I really like the Zyra lane with Caitlyn, is because if Zyra lanes that snare, like you see, we will get free auto attack pokes. Like, my vampire will keep me in the lane, and I will give free damage to whoever I want, because honestly, no one can trade with me at that range. They can't get close enough to to Quinn combo me, and Tara can't get close enough to stun me. I am still in the game and in the lane. Like I mentioned earlier, we are definitely playing passive. So I'm last hitting. I'm setting up a trap lane. I want to stay safe. I want to not give up a further lead. And you'll notice, the gold lead here it's kind of depressing, and it's entirely my fault. But that's the thing. That's the reason why I picked this game, is because I don't feel down on myself. I don't feel negative. I think, okay, what can I do to get us back in the game? Even my teammates are doing well. I'm thinking, okay, farm. I'm a good ADC. Let them outplay themselves and let me get ready to take the advantage. So I'm farming every minion I can. Obviously, learning how to farm under tower is a little difficult. Especially for someone who doesn't have, an auto attack reset or an auto attack steroid like Caitlyn. She's got, her solid Q does a lot of damage, but, as you can see, I'm out of mana. I've been in lane a long time. I've been surviving this onslaught of this 4-1 Quinn. When Kha'Zix comes down, we're making a play. This Quinn is greedy. She's trying to get a kill out here. She ults. I can definitely pick this up, and I flash here, which, is a calculated risk. I needed that money, but I think it was probably worth the flash at this point, and I'm worth dirt anyway. Taric stuns, Taric autos. My supports ults to get me out, and it definitely accomplishes the goal. It gets me out, that's for sure. So now we're in lane, and I'm trying to farm my health back up. Once I get to a comfortable point, 50% where my health is, I say to this Taric, basically, with my auto attacks, this is unacceptable. I don't need to play passive against you. This is something that I shouldn't have to do, and that's when I realized, it's time to go buy. As you can see, I've got, 1,600 gold. That's the right moment to go buy a BF sword. And honestly, I think the reason why I was able to sort of come back as heavily as I did in this game is because Quinn made some huge item purchase mistakes. I understand Quinn, big item on her kit is the static shiv, because it allows her to just further those trades, which, is her kit, and it's very, it's very effective. Obviously, as you've seen, she's got her E, her Q, her auto attack with the mark. You're talking hundreds of damage that other ADCs just aren't capable of dealing with. And, you can stand behind minion waves and a tower, and that's fine. But the thing is, you notice my auto, it's hitting through her armor for 100. And this BF sword's helping me CS these minions. I'm back in the game. I'm still doing damage. It's not a big deal. Except for right here, I get chunked by the blind. There's not a lot you can do. I'm farming, I'm picking off autos every time I can. I'm utilizing Caitlyn's range, and you see I was able to even that trade. Just because Quinn got a little aggressive on the tower damage. So we see the passive for Warwick, and now we know he's there, so I ward. Thank God he was on a high enough level to really do any huge damage. I set a trap for those two coming after me, and I tell my support we've got to bail. So, the trap knocks Quinn. I'm poking and kiting as best I can, but at that point, that's 3 people. They've got a huge presence. They've got a tank. His CC might be down with his ultimate, but you really can't do anything about that. And we lose the turret. That's fine. Right now, I'm trying to stay safe. I'm trying to farm. And this is one of the things I think is a big mistake in solo queue, is you see Quinn's huge lead. She takes this tower, and, obviously the new meta is rotation and tower taking and global gold, and I understand that, but I think that, honestly, wait, let's talk about this, what's happening first. Kha'Zix is getting destroyed here at his red buff. He's got a lot of champions, so we go up to help, even though he might be weak. We see the ship, so I know Quinn's there. I'm trying to fight Quinn. I'm kiting. I'm trying to stay alive. Like I said, I'm low, but I'm putting in damage. I'm a weapon. I'm trying to get things done. I drop it on Quinn. My support ends up picking up the kill. That's fine. I'm trying to get away from Taric, but red buff is just too strong. Support, stun with Taric's and red buff is just too strong for me to get away from. So, all in all, I was not happy the way that turned out, but honestly, I would not have played it any different. That Kha'Zix needed our help, and honestly, there's only so much we can do. So now you see my team, which was super up a minute ago. Kha'Zix is down, my support is down, and I'm down. LeBlanc is the only carry, and, things are starting to look, not so good. I do have to say that our team tried to support 3 or 4 times, maybe even more, this game. As soon as we get kicked out of our own jungle, we know the dragon's going down. And there's really not a lot we can do to contest. So you see LeBlanc and Kha'Zix moving past their red buff. They figured out it's gone, and they get ready to sort of, ward out and see what they can stop the dragon. Thank God they stopped the dragon attempt, because I'm not sure if we'd have been able to come back from that kind of gold deficit. I don't know. Okay, so I see this team fight brewing here, and I'm greedy. I want that red buff. That's something that I really want. So instead of targeting Quinn, I think here I was aiming at Taric, which, I guess it's a calculated risk on my part. I'm poking, I'm kiting, I've got range on him. I see Riven coming in, and Riven is huge right now. Riven is very, very big. So, that's a big burst onto my support. That's fine, her damage is down. We go in. I'm poking, I'm autoing, I'm doing what I can. I see Riven's taking the brunt, so, I'm getting ready. I ult Taric, I've got that red buff, now I'm gonna slow. I'm autoing. I drop a trap on Warwick, he's snared. It's in. Perfect, triple kill. Okay, so now I see I'm back in the game. I've got 4 and 3. Quinn's got 5 and 4. I'm back on even footing. Even though my CS is down, I've got a real big, boost in my morale. I'm ready to go. I might be 1,000 gold down, but you see that Quinn has bought Home Guards and Berserkers and Static Shiv. She has Vampire Acceptor. She only has 18 points of attack damage right now, which is, I don't understand it, but that's fine. I'm doing my own game. I'm poking at the tower. I see that everything's going down up because my Kha'Zix and my what is that, LeBlanc are up there, and I know there's a fight going down, so I say, okay guys, let's take this. I see Quinn come back. I don't poke her until she gets aggressive on me. I'm maybe a little careless there because, like I said, Static Shiv applies a lot of bursts. But, with Riven there, I felt like we could do it, and instead of all going in together, Riven stayed in the bush for a kill, which is fine. I just should have played a little safer. That's definitely on me, and that's something I learned. So now I'm 4 and 4, and I rushed IE because, honestly, with just BT, I felt a little irrelevant in fights. BT is a great item, and it provides you a lot of AD, especially for Caitlyn. Her Q and her ultimate scales so well with AD. This is just something I thought of that I basically said, those pokes, those crits are what's going to win me the lane. That's definitely going to win me the lane. So, I know I'm down 1 turret, but now as you can see, I think, in my mind, hey, I have the same kind of trade that Quinn does with a headshot, with a headshot and with an IE crit. I'm thinking, okay, I can definitely trade her as long as I get it, we'll keep her within the range. I might be able to throw her out of my lane. So I'm farming, I'm getting ready, I'm farming. I see our people in mid, getting ready to take that tower, and I see this, this happening. Taric steps on a, no, that's not our word. But I definitely do see Taric, I see Morgana, I see Warwick. I'm glad they got out of there. My support launches the talisman for the engage. At this point, I'm a big 80 carry. He doesn't know that I'm big, and I stay in the bushes because I'm trying to proc the headshot. He gets away. Thank you to the support for the movement speed buff. I Q because I thought he was running. I wait for the blind to go off, and all of a sudden, 1, maybe 2 auto attacks, and that's an ace in the hole to pick me back up to 5 and 4, and I'm now, with this wave, pretty much dead even in gold with him. So I see there's a team fight brewing, but I basically tell my support, listen man, we have to be really careful. I go up to the golems to try and get some easy farm, and I tell them, we're definitely out. And I don't like to leave my support. I dropped him a trap. I was hoping he got out of there. I don't remember if he gets out entirely, but I'm gone. I am officially back in this game, and he has peeled very well for me. When I see this fight with Riven, because I didn't really notice her coming, I say, okay guys, we have this. You have red buff, I'm stronger now, I've got IE, you've got Berserkers, we can take this. But honestly, as soon as Riven backs off, I don't want to stand in front. I need to stay safe, stay alive. I see Kha'Zix in the middle, and I see Morgana alone, and I go for it. I got the autos, I get snared, but you know, I've got huge damage coming out. LeBlanc drops in a burst. I'm going to try and get there as best I can, but you know, all I've got is, you know, it's great. That's a great snare on her part. Perfect. Excellent. We put enough damage. I'm safe at this point. I flash, but you know, there's nothing I can do. Quinn burns her flash and her dive, and she ends up getting me. That was a rather unfortunate buff transfer there, but you know, it's fine. But the thing is, Quinn had to dive very hard to kill me, and she ends up getting killed herself. So you know, I'm 5'5", she's 7'7". She's got more gold than me, but I feel like I'm ahead. So now, you know, I've rushed a very unconventional ADC build where I go IE first. But you know, I feel that's okay because this Riven is big. This LeBlanc is not huge anymore, but this Riven is big, and everyone else is playing okay. You know, Kha'Zix might be down a lot, especially because Warwick has basically, you know, outfarmed him and, you know, stayed alive more often. He's got more XP, if you know what I mean. Kha'Zix level 9 and Warwick's level 11. That's not good. But I see the farm in the bottom lane. I go back to farm. I get ready. I pick up a Zeal. I've got more crit chance. I know I'm okay. I'm going to be okay in these fights. And, you know, even though we've got this 3,000 gold deficit, which felt like a lot more at the time, I'm back in lane. I'm farming. I'm getting ready. I need to make sure that as an AD carry, that I can carry in the late game. So, you know, when the game crosses over to its 21st minute, I'm basically, and that was stupid, I missed those 2 minions. I wish I had, you know, lasted them instead of pushed. But I didn't really realize there was a ward here at the time. I don't recall ever, you know, there's not a time where I would have thought there would have been a ward. And obviously the team has a ward there, and they know I'm coming up to help. So I don't understand why this Quinn gets caught out here. But I see her, and she's done. She's definitely done. Our LeBlanc picks up a kill, so our LeBlanc's getting big, and I'm picking up red buff because I'm grouping, and I'm ready for this 5v4 fight. I really want this 5v4 fight. I'm backing into this bush. I want headshot. The headshot procs in the bush. And I pick up red. I clear out the camp. We lose the turret, and that's bad news for us. But honestly, I think we got a big push here. So, you know, everyone's going to basically gang up on Yi, but Yi ends up killing Riven, which is sad. I see the only opportunity I can to help, which is I ace in the hole, but as soon as I do that, he alpha strikes. And that's just, you know, it's untargetable. There's nothing I can do, which obviously it sucks that our Kha'Zix got killed. It's fine. So I'm feeling strong. I've got an IE, I've got a Zeal, I've got Berserker Greaves, and you know, our opposing Quinn has a BT, but you know, that's fine. I'm still okay. I'm still relevant. I'm ready to go. I'm poking. Red buff slow, true damage. I'm farming. I'm making sure these minions don't go away, but I wish I had done so a little better. And at this point, you know, I see the people leave. I see your LeBlanc back. I've got to go back. I've got a lot of money. I need to buy some things. I think right here, I think I buy home guards. Oh, actually, I get a little greedy and I farm, which is, you know, fine. I maybe should have recognized that there was a ward there, but I'm not really going to do too much with this push here. I don't think we realize that they've taken the dragon until about now, when support basically sees them all running back at him, and, you know, like, it's not a good trade for us. We should have pushed or done something, but here I'm trying to queue out the most valuable targets. I've got some mana, so I'm trying to drop them, you know, some damage where I see it. And I poked Quinn for a fair bit. I've got Infinity Edge. You know, the crits are hurting. They're definitely hurting. And I see Master Yi, he's definitely going to dive. Master Yi is a dive champion. I get nailed with this root, and that sucks. I managed to kill Yi, but, you know, that's not good. I need to stay safe. I need to stay back. And, you know, our team does the best they can. I think they end up coming out on top on this fight. But honestly, not, you know, great help by my support. It's not enough. The LeBlanc comes down, and she definitely gets the kill on this Quinn. She's going down, and this Kha'Zix is forced to run. But the Kha'Zix has an amazing play where he dives in, gets a kill, and gets a reset in his jump. But there's only so much you can do against that much CC. You know, there's a lot of stuns, there's a lot of lockdown. They've got a huge heavy CC team. They've got Morgana Snare, they've got a Warwick ult, they've got a Quinn slow, they've got a Quinn, or I'm sorry, a Taric stun. Now I've got home guards, and I've got static shift. I've got big crits, big crits, and we might be down 4,000, but, you know, I'm thinking, hey, I've got big power. You know, me and this Quinn are very close. Even though that she got ahead of me, I drop an ace in the hole. I'm trying to get that damage in where I can, and I know this Taric is going to go down, so I'm poking him, and he's about to get away when the net hits him, and it's just enough with the ignite from LeBlanc, which I was very proud of. you know what we did? I managed to farm up, and this Master Yi looks like he's diving. He hits a trap, which is good for me. You know, but at this point, we have rebuilt ourselves. We've got a bit of a gold deficit, but that's fine. You know, we're pretty even in kills. At this point, we're feeling okay, and we want to go for an objective. We don't really have, it's solo queue, so we don't really have a leader or a plan, but we see that, you know, there's some strength here. So you see, we pick mid, we're going mid, and everybody's going mid. We're going to counteract this, and we were going to win this team fight. So, you know, Quinn gets junked pretty hard. The LeBlanc makes a great play where she does a whole bunch of damage, and you see this great Zyra ult here. We got 3 knockups. I'm on the outside. I'm poking. I'm attacking. I'm poking. I'm poking. I'm attacking. I'm poking. I'm doing damage. Quinn is out of the fight. I keep moving. I'm prioritizing Morgana because I see that she's weak and low. All of a sudden, this team fight gets turned around. I pick up a double kill, and the only person left to defend is a Taric, which is fine. I've got a slow. I've got a red buff. You know, it's a true damage. I'll keep poking him. I'll keep poking the turret. I'll just, you know, proc my static shiv whenever I can on him to grab some easy damage. That's our turret, and we are going forward. We see 2 people. There's a Quinn and a Taric. Poking the Quinn, true damage on the Taric, true damage on the Taric. As soon as I can, because I see Quinn is in range, I'm poking the Quinn. She's a lot squishier. She's a high value target. She runs in. I tried to ult the Quinn, but right when I did, she got the knockback, and I misclicked. That is entirely my fault. We get triple kill. This is a game I really wanted to show you guys because it's sort of, you know, it's not very back and forth. We're still down. If you see the gold deficit, we're still down 3,000. But I'm playing my positive best. I really want to come back. I really have a mentality for this. And this Kha'Zix, I'm not really sure what he's doing here. He gets really caught out. That's a great play by that Quinn and Taric. Even though Quinn is in the other jungle, this Taric is staying right by her side, and he's doing everything he can to make sure that she is set. You know, she's double buffed, she's got full health, she's wraiths, like, she's taking everything. She pings for the mid tower because she thinks she's got it, but now I've got armor, I've got a Negatron, I'm building my GA, and I notice my home guards don't come up for some reason, which I don't really get. So I go back, I grab the home guards, and I go back middle, because I feel like it'll get me there faster, and it does. I'm on my way to defend mid from, you know, a 4,000 gold deficit, so obviously it's, you know, we're in the hole a little bit. They've got more towers, they've got more objectives, they got everything. I'm farming, I'm pushing, and you'll notice the other team backs off, probably because they haven't shopped in a long time. At this point, I'm thinking red buff. We're going to team fight, it's coming up. Let me just get ready, we're going to make sure this happens, and honestly, you know, though they might be ahead, I feel like Quinn bought the wrong items for our team. You notice that Quinn bought Blade of the Ruined King, which, you know, helps the burst because of the active, as well as the kite. It's a great, you know, tool, and like I said, Vayne is one of my favorite carries, and that is something that's, I buy on her 90% of the time because of its active. It's just a great escape tool. At this point, I see this huge minion wave bot, and I see all of our champions mid. You know, they're crossing over wards, they're fighting people. Now, I can't get there in time, so I'm thinking, okay, I'll push this out very, very fast. I'll grab myself some CS, I'll get back into the game. My GA is about to come up, and I'm pinging, guys, please back off, stall, stall, stall. That's very important. You know, being that this is solo queue, you can't really tell. Warwick just ran across a couple of wards, so, you know, I got tipped off, and I'm running away. Being that this is solo queue, you can't really tell. You know, you don't have any strategies, there's no leader, you don't really understand the cohesion, it's just a natural league reflex. I see this guy's grouping mid, I've got some money, but really I just want to go and defend the mid because it looks like it's just Riven against a couple people, and, you know, there's nothing she can do for she forces them down, but that's fine. So, we gotta know what objectives to give up in this. Solo queue is about each individual champion, not about the team, and I hate to say that, but you really have to play positively. What can I do better? And I see that this Riven gets stunned, so now I'm in. I was trying to drop the slow off on as many people as possible, and I see they're running away, so, you know, I'm queuing, I'm defending, I'm basically just making sure that we're okay. At this point, I see Warwick on the bottom, but Taric got caught out, now he's slowed. I E away from the stun, that's great. My team can go in now, so I'm behind them. I've got the damage, I'm getting ready to go. I want to go in, but it looks like we're not going, so basically, you need to stay safe. I've got the red buff, I've got a slow, that's perfect. As soon as I see that these guys are moving around in the jungle, I feel they're going for red buff, which is fine, because, you know, I've got it. I'm clearing waves, I'm staying safe, that's the #1 priority. Now, I am a carry, I'm an AD carry, I'm staying safe. I see the Quinn going to the bush. As long as Kha'Zix is going, I don't want to leave him alone, but, I mean, look at it, it's a 3v1, so I'm there. I should have just left immediately. Not much I can do. I want to clear the wave off the bottom turret because obviously they're coming to kill me. So I get Warwick ulted. It doesn't really hurt. I've got, you know, decent stats. I drop the slow on him. I drop that on her. I get ready. I E out of it. No problem. I'm not stunned. I hit her with the Q. She's down. As soon as I turn, I'm going to auto. He's slowed. I'm ready. Quinn's alone. She's in back. I flash out. Excellent. My team comes in. They save me. I'm very happy. Now this Tarek. I'm still a weapon. I've got 300 health. I do tons of damage. I can still go in. I am ready to go. This Warwick is in the jungle. I'm afraid. I want this Riven to go in front of me because I'm very low. So as soon as I see this Riven go in, balls deep, I'm ready to go. But, you know, with the broken wings, I didn't see a Warwick. So, you know, at this point, I can push out mid, I can take the jungle because I know we're safe. I'm ready to go. And it looks like my team is grouping to make something happen mid. I've got plenty of lifesteal. Like I said, I like to run lifesteal Quince. So even though I haven't bought Vampire, I'm still, sitting at, with the 4.5 patch, I'm still sitting at 4.5%, which is, ironic and fine. I'm poking the tower. I'm a big deal. I'm a factor. I'm a weapon. I'm low, but I'm still a weapon. I'm taking this tower, and we get it. We end up getting it. So now this Warwick is in trouble. But instead of going after him, we tab, we check our death timers, and we say, okay, fine. So now I'm pinging Dragon. I really want these guys to come with me, but instead of going to the Dragon, this is a mistake. It happens in solo queue. Instead of going straight to the Dragon, you see LeBlanc breaks off, and Riven breaks off, which I don't understand. It's just me and the jungler, and that's not enough. Like, we were ready to take this Dragon, but instead, we kind of do this half-assed team fight Dragon. We get the Dragon, but this is not a good engage for us. They get in front, I'm doing damage, like I said, I'm still a weapon, I'm low, I'm still a weapon. I end up falling to Quinn because, honestly, we didn't decide what we were doing. So, that's something I have to tell you guys. If you see, well, first of all, Kha'Zix, what the hell? Oh, I remember this, yeah. Yeah, so, this is something that happened because we made a horrible team play. You see the enemy Quinn gets a pentakill. Quinn is definitely formidable at this point. She still doesn't have an IE or a Last Whisper, but I'm behind. Keep in mind, I'm behind. And at this point I'm thinking, oh man, enemy Quinn pentakill. That is not good. Master Yi is big. Quinn is big. Tarek is tanky. Now I've got a huge problem. So, I'm basically debating myself, what do we do here? At this point, we must have seen 4 or 5 surrender modes, and I kept telling my team, I was like, guys, I know I'm a better carry than Quinn. I know I'm better than this. I know I can carry you guys. Just, hang on. Late game. Stall, farm. And, I'm clearing minions, and I'm clearing waves, and these guys are backing out. But this Tarek goes in, he's greedy. We attack him, we snare him. I get it. I end up, helping, and we take him down. So, now we see Warwick has pushed, so we push up a little bit. I'm queuing. I thought the minion wave was there. The Fog of War was a little bit far. And this Warwick is obviously gone. Thoughts that are going through my head right now. I picked up a BF sword because I really wanted to be more relevant in teamfight. I felt I was too tanky and not enough DPS. I'm basically, I'm afraid we don't have that much vision in our jungle, which is something that really bothers me. As soon as I drop that ward, I see Master Yi, I say, okay, we can fight him. Where's my support? My support is backing off. And as soon as I see my support is backed off and not in a good position, I say, hey, leave it, man. Let's grab red. That's a victory for us. Something that's really important for Caitlyn players that I don't see people considering a lot is, her passive is very, very effective. And whenever you can, get in the bushes. When you're taking double golems, get in the bushes. When you're taking red, get in the bushes. When you're taking, dragon, if you're very lucky and your jungler pulls far enough for you, get in the bushes. Do what you can to double your damage output almost, which is, it's an insane number. So we see Yi. He lands a great snare. He takes care of Highlander. And honestly, Yi burns his ult for the cost of 1 Zyre snare. And me and my support are laughing all the way back to the Nexus because, honestly, I thought that was a great counter pick we had. As soon as we saw Yi, we decided on a snare support instead of a slow support, and that was basically when we saw it. So now if you look, I've got a GA, a BF sword, an IE, and a static shiv. I'm very powerful. I've got a lot of damage, and I've got huge defense, which I'm very proud of. I'm 9 and 8. I'm not carrying that hard, but I've got 200 CS. I'm very strong. I can definitely do some damage. So we see them missing. Our team is grouping to Baron. They're pinging Baron, but while they're all coming, I want to push this wave out just a little bit. I get the super minion, and I'm waiting for my team to make a move. As soon as they are all grouped, I'm ready. I go up like I'm going in, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually just baiting. As soon as I see that now I'm in back, I've got a huge position to do range DPS. I land a slow, I keep the team fight going, I drop Morgana, I'm going in, I'm staying in the back, I'm staying safe. I've got a kill. I'm trying to get to that bush. I'm in the bush. Now I'm dealing big damage in the bush. I gotta move because I want to stay safe. Poke, kite, red buff, slow. Now I'm in the bush again. Tarek, he's gonna go down pretty easily because he's taking huge damage from me. Like, IE static shift, that's big damage. I'm trying to get to the bush. There we go, I'm in the bush. Fucking the headshots, staying safe, staying away, and that'll go down. That is the reason That is one of the good team fights we lost here. Or I'm sorry, they lost here, is because they're going for Baron. And that was a great split push by Master Yi. You know, very, very, very deadly Master Yi split push because he's got huge AD potential with his passive. So, you know, I drop, you know, my home guards. I try and get up there, but there's nothing you can do. You know, a Highlander Yi is just so fast, and there's nothing you can really do. So, at this point, you know, I'm farming up. My next big buy will obviously be, you know, more AD, which I regret at this point. I kept tabbing and looking at Tarek's armor, thinking, okay, not a big deal. I can just, you know, keep him out of fights with red buff, and eventually I'll poke him down once everything's gone. I do regret not building Last Whisper at this point, because if you see Tarek, he's big, he's got tons of armor. And you see Warwick, he's big, he's got tons of armor. Which I guess I should be flattered about, but it's not enough for me. So, Dragon's about to come up, and I'm trying to get myself farming. I'm farming. I'm 10 and 8. This Quinn is 17 and 11. She's big. The thing is, you know, look at the gold deficit. Almost 6,000 gold deficits, and I'm doing everything I can. I gotta farm. Double golems. That's what I want to do. I attack and I keep moving because I need to keep going. I can't wait. Big crits, and now I see there's a team fight brewing mid. So we don't really have an objective there to lose. So I figure by the time I get back, I shop and I go through mid with home guards. We should be okay. We should be right at inhib. So I've got some health, I've got some mana, waiting a few seconds, I've got a BT, I'm a big carry now, so the only thing I'm missing is Last Whisper. I've got my defense, I've got my huge damage, and I'm ready. So I see them, they're kind of out of place. I've got range, that's the one thing that Caitlyn has that no other carry has, is huge range, always. Obviously you got your Tristana and you got your Jinx, but Caitlyn's got her slippery mechanics and she's got range and traps, so, you know, I'm queuing. As soon as I see this go in, I'm looking, I'm poking Tarek, I switch targets, I see the Morgana, she's vulnerable, she's down. I'm going for Quinn now, but Yi's going in, he's a big threat, Master Yi's a big threat. I keep the backline off the fight, I'm trying to stay safe, and there he is, Yi with the exhaust, I know he's vulnerable, he's down. My kill. So I see Warwick and I see Tarek, but Tarek's trying to get away, so I take that, perfect, nice, good ult, drop him, it's not enough, I was trying to Yi sideways, but I misclicked, it's something I'll get better at. I'm poking, I'm moving, I'm warwalking, I'm back safe, and we win that team fight. The thing here is, you know, Tarek's got a great heal, and with Spirit Visage he's doing well, but I don't think he should have stayed. I think he should have immediately backed. Now it occurs to me that Bush is warded, and that should have been painfully obvious, but, you know, super minions are pushing very hard on our Nexus, so I'm trying to stand there and be a front line, and you know, just attack moving all the way back. I grab the super minion, I'm picking up some farm. Obviously, I'm getting better on this gold deficit. 13 and 8. I'm pretty big, and I'm glad that this game hasn't ended yet because we're building into late game. All of my teammates we're ready. We're staying positive. We're farming. We're keeping it going. And, you know, now there was some discussion of whether or not we were going to go to Baron, but as you can see, you know, I'm hitting 1,000 crits. Like, that's, you know, that's big. That's very big. And I'm ready to fight. I really want to fight. This queen has, you know, she has, what, a Bork on me, which is effective against her team because nobody on my team is health stacking. And, you know, I get it. It's got an escape mechanic, but, you know, it would be better against your Warwick and your Tarek that have 4,000 health or, you know, whatever they come running at you at. So now I see my team sort of dancing at Baron, and I tell my support, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We have things we gotta be doing. I maybe pull a little bit of a double lift here, and I keep farming when I really should have run. But it ends up working out okay. I tell my team basically, you know, we don't want to fight this. I'm trying to say, I'm sorry, we don't want to Baron this, we want to fight, but at this point, you know, we've already been hard engaged on, so I'm basically saying, okay, if I can get the Riven out of there, I'll try, but Riven ends up killing him before I can help. So now we've escaped. They've got one kill for bad engage, that's fine. At this point, we've basically, I don't want to say given up Baron, but I'm afraid of the Warwick ult. I don't want to get caught out. And obviously, you know, at that point, I did. She drops her ult, which separates Quinn from the group. Great play by Messenforth there. I drop Quinn. I'm pulling back. I'm kiting. That's a huge big deal. I see Tarek has a red buff. I want it. I want to grab the red buff. But if that's not happening, I understand. We're out. They end up taking no Baron, and they end up getting repelled by us, which it should not, you know, the probability of that happening in such a bad engage that we got is astronomical. I grab some mana, I home guard my way out, and you'll notice now I have the Last Whisper. I am big. I am ready to fight. The Tarek and the Warwick, they are going to fall to me because I'm powerful. I'm a huge AD carry right now. I'm 14 and 8. I'm still positive, but now I'm positive with power. So I'm ready. I really want to fight. I see Morgana. She gets chunked. One of my autos is doing 20% of her health. So, you know, I poke Tarek as best I can. He stuns me. That's fine. We're going in. I want to try and catch somebody out. So I'm attacking. I'm attack moving. I'm in position. I'm staying in the back. I'm safe. I see Morgana here. I don't want to go with the kill, but I switched to Morgana because she's definitely the high-value target. She dies. I'm going back in. This Riven is definitely initiating hard for me. My support with a great talisman. I Q. I didn't see him in the bush. Now he's safe. Perfect. That's an auto, and we got to kill. 2 are down. I'm pinging. Let's go. Mid. We want to push. It's 2 down. We got a big advantage here because death timers are almost a minute. I figured they were in the bush, and they were. I popped the Banshees. I'm autoing. The other team is pinging for us to back, but I'm going forward. I'm attack moving. I've got some speed. I want to throw them back out of lane. I want to make sure that they're afraid of us. It's 5v3. They think they didn't know the block back. So now they're at the tower, and this is where Caitlyn really excels. Is I've got a huge range. So my support drops some plants because she wants me to auto, but I was afraid of the lockdown from Warwick. So. Now I'm autoing the tower. I see Quinn. That's fine. I don't care. I want this tower. As soon as he goes into me, I get exhausted. I'm backing off my support. Great peel. We're in on Master Yi. Master Yi is running, but he's a dead man. Ace in the hole. Now Quinn's down her GA, and I'm still on this tower. We want this tower. We're going to go for inhib. We're going to push this back. This is where the game turns. We are ready to play. The gold deficit's only 2,000. This is something perfect. They're afraid now. They really are afraid of us. We're pushing the inhib, the Nexus. We are definitely in a position of power. So we see them come out. I'm poking. I'm doing my best. I'm maintaining safe. That's the number one thing. I gotta stay safe. I'm carrying. I'm staying very safe. As soon as I see the huge lockdowns come out and the exhaust, I'm trying to stay on the edge. I'm staying on the fringe. I'm getting damage in where I can. I really need to stay alive. I see this Tarek. This is worrisome. I kind of go in for this Morgana. I should not have. It ended up being okay because Riven had great peels along with my Zyra. I'm saying it, I'm doing tons of damage, but at this point I see the fight is lost. We've got no more front line. My support and I are getting out. There's no reason. My support makes a good snare there, wraps up 2. With one more little hit there with the slow perfect. I drop a trap hoping it catches somebody, but we are definitely well out of this fight unless we get Flash Morgana ulted, but that's not happening considering her ult is down from the team fight. So we end up living. And we're kind of afraid there because that bottom wave is huge. We really don't want the minions to take the wave, to take the inhib. But, hey, more fun for me, so whatever. We survived, we're happy, we're ready to go. And now we basically know the Baron is coming. This Tarek, I don't understand what he's doing, but, one good snare from my Zyra, and this Tarek gets destroyed by me. So I end up getting him pretty damn close, but I see the Master Yi. I really do not want to fight a Yi until I see Kha'Zix. At that point, I know he's going to get on me, but that's my kill. Master Yi, you are done. I'm going to take you down. Unfortunately, he Highlanders away. That's fine. I poked him hard. He's got to heal. I poked Morgana hard. Good static shit, Shiv headshot, and it's perfect. I get ulted. I should have stayed on the back line, but it's not enough to do any real damage to me. So Morgana goes in here. I get out of her soul shackles. Now I'm free to attack again. I'm staying on the edge. I'm staying safe. I'm doing tons of damage. But no one can get to me. My team is doing a great job with their snares and their slows. So I put the pressure on. Double kill. Moving forward, I want this Quinn. This Quinn's got red buff. This Quinn needs to die. And my team is doing everything they can, but she's blowing flash. So we basically just very, very aggressively shove her right back into her Nexus. Not a lot we can do. This LeBlanc managed to land some great damage. The great Nonias, I dropped the ult. That's okay. And we're basically saying, okay, listen, this is our game now. We will dictate the pace of the game, and we are about to show you what we can do. We might still be down in gold, but this right here is the moment where they're afraid of us. We've got GA. I barely managed to get the kill. GA gets popped. My team goes in on the Quinn. Very, very crucial. If my team had not gone in, I would have died for no reason. So obviously, my team's trying to take this tower. Kha'Zix has got some AD, so it's very helpful. But you notice I'm dead. So objective control is very hard without your ADC taking down the tower. We popped 3 GAs in this fight, 3. So at this point, I'm not really sure if this is worth it. I know that they're trying to get the Nexus, but it's a good lockdown by Warwick. My support talismans, it doesn't get anyone, just himself. So LeBlanc gets out with a good distortion. The snare is about to come. Oh, it doesn't lock down Tarek, but we're doing our best. We're trying to get out, definitely getting out of this fight, and I'm big right now. You can see I switched my boots over from Berserker Boots Home Guards to the Zephyr. I really, really want to fight. I'm in for the fight. At this point in the game, I didn't notice that Quinn had 2 BTs. I'm not really sure why she did that over Last Whisper. I guess the only person who really built any armor was, I mean, Kha'Zix, but, you know, LeBlanc and I both have GA that's got some armor, and LeBlanc's got armor. I really don't know. But, you know, this Quinn had such a huge item advantage. It could have been a more interesting game if she hadn't, you know, done what she did. That's not to say the double BT combo isn't, you know, deadly, because, you know, the passive stacking is ridiculous. This is very risky. I knew they were in their base because, you know, we pushed them very hard. The inhibs have just come up, and I'm still a little cautious. I drop a ward. I want to get to that bush. I'm attack moving to the bush to proc the headshot. As soon as I get there, proc the headshot, I got red buff, and this is where I say, okay, team, we have to push them. You'll notice we're back in front on gold, and my team is about to ping Baron, and I basically ping caution. I don't want them to go. If the other team Barons, we win. If the other team Barons, I basically say, get out of there. If the other team decides like to stupidly go for objective control, when their mid inhib is up, we will go in and we will wreck them. So, you know, they're trying to, you know, basically stop us. We're trying to dance around. You know, it happens. They're trying to land a good skill shot, and this is where it gets interesting because honestly, I have to say I wasn't expecting this kind of power. You see, I'm in front, which is a mistake, but I'm getting free pokes. I've got huge range. Quinn should get chunked. I see Morgana. Morgana's about to get chunked. I know she's in the back. I drop her down to 20% health. She's out of the fight. Now I can start targeting people I really want. But Quinn goes back in. I'm staying safe. I pick off Master Yi, who comes in. Tarek is in front. He's going to be mine. He's not getting away. I've got red buff. I do tons of damage. A good shot on Morgana. She comes back in. I pick up Tarek. Now Warwick is a threat. But instead of going for Warwick, I go right for the damage, flash past. I take Warwick down with a slow LeBlanc. Great play here with a nice chain for enough damage for the ace in the hole to pick me up my Pentakill. Come back Pentakill for the rank. So honestly, it's a game where we were very, very down, and honestly, you know, there was a lot of surrender attempts. It's something that we definitely thought we were going to lose, but in the end, we stayed positive. We kept farming. We went to late game, and we ended up coming out on top. So this is just something I thought would be, you know, a good sort of demonstration of the way I feel AD carry should be played, and I will be, you know, doing another video here soon. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any suggestions. Thanks, bye.